Hey, what's up everyone? This is Allied here, and today I'm going to be talking about how Bluestone Pendant is actually pretty shitty. So they recently nerfed it, and I'm going to bring it up right now. So they cut the physical power by 5, it still has 90 health, only 5 MP5, and it restores 1.5% of your missing mana every 5 seconds. Now, here's the problem with it, they cut the percentage in half. But the thing is, for a lot of hunters out there, it pretty much just kills any sort of mana usage in general. Like, there's no point of actually getting this item anymore because now Death's Toll's, like, it's just superior in every single way. So Death's Toll should be the go-to for most of your hunter needs if you decide to go a start item. I've been tinkering around with relative success with Transcendence 2 start, but besides that, I don't think Bluestone Pendant's going to be part of anyone's build at this point in time. Maybe like an Artemis or Shibalanke builds, but besides that, I think it's just better off to go Transcendence 2 for the extra 150 mana. You get MP5 and the 20 physical power, and you just get a whole bunch of potions. So I think Bluestone Pendant is just deemed shit until basically they kind of rework the item. You'll see right here, I'm going to be pushing the wave that's coming up with just my two abilities. So you'll see also I'm level 2. Uller has 310 mana. Both of my abilities cost a lot of mana. 70 and 80 if I use both of them to clear the wave. And also just keep that in mind that I cannot full clear the wave as Uller right now with just Bluestone Pendant. So just pretty much using my mana, and you'll see how long it kind of takes before I can kind of get the mana back that I need. It's not that much sustain. And right now, so I cleared the wave, and I'm about like 70% mana, and it's going up there little by little, little by little. And yeah, doing this over a period of time, I feel like you would run out of mana. There's been so many skirmishes where like I'll like aggressive Uller play, like jumping in, axing after that wave is done. I wouldn't be able to actually do that anymore because after using my abilities a second time, I am officially out of mana and I have to chill. So now for the third wave that comes, if I use any more abilities, I will be officially out of mana, not really getting the mana back that I need. And yeah, that kind of sucks. So hopefully Hi-Rez kind of fixes this item. I do like Bluestone Pendant, but the fact that I find it just very unviable right now. I don't think there's a reason to actually go Bluestone Pendant. So here we go. I'm going to push the wave as hard as I can. And I'm officially out of mana on the third wave. Not using much. I don't really have that much sustain, but that's just me using my abilities to clear the wave, while other hunters like Neith and Apollo can clear the wave without barely using any mana. So there you go. I am officially out of mana. I am getting a little bit of MP5 back. It's not the worst. It's not like the best either. But also what you have to keep in mind is that if the enemy hunter did decide to go Devo Gloves, I can't even use my 1 for this wave, by the way. So if the enemy hunter decides to go Devo Gloves, they would not only have a physical power advantage, but normally the build would look like this. I would get Bluestone Pendant into like either Devo Gloves 1, which is 7% lifesteal, or Heartseeker 1, which is 10 physical power. So if you go the other build, right, let's say you go Death's Toll, which is 15 physical power, and Heartseeker 1, you already have a 25 physical power advantage over the person that goes, I mean not 25, but you have a massive physical power advantage over the person that goes Bluestone and Devo 1. So right there, it's just, you want to get Death's Toll to kind of compare physical powers for dueling in lane early, which really can make or break some lanes. I mean, even now, I've been kind of AFK, and I've only gone up to like 25% mana after waiting a pretty fucking long time. And the biggest thing was that Hi-Rez, I don't think they really noticed, but you can't cut something like a percentage like that in half. Like, maybe tone it down a little bit, but by cutting it in half, I don't think they realized 1.5% of your missing mana is legit, like just this. You see my mouse right now on the screen. It's literally nothing. That's very little, and that's every 5 seconds. I'm getting back the tiniest chunk of mana every 5 seconds. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. For an item that's supposed to help you sustain in lane, I can't even sustain in lane. So, yeah. There you go. So that is my thoughts on Bluestone. So some other hunter builds that you guys might want to try out. The really popular one is Transcendence 2. I do like that. You may have seen me use this in SPL. It gives you, and I'll do a quick little tutorial how I do that. I usually start Charge Morningstar and like 2 potions each, maybe 3 potions each if you're scared, or 1 potion each, depending on the matchup at hand. And what this gives you, it gives you 20 physical power, which is pretty much the same, right? It might be a little bit less. It gives you Death's Toll, so that's 15 physical power, and like a Heartseeker start. So that's pretty much the only start that would have more physical power, right, than Transcendence 2 start. But if the other person's going Death's Toll into Devo Gloves 1, you will have pretty much the same kind of stats. Like, in fact, you will actually be ahead of him on physical power. So, 20 physical power, 150 mana. So the mana is nice. Notice how I went, my mana has gone up. It shall help me sustain in lane. And also, it gives 4 MP5 compared to Bluestone Pendant's 5 MP5. You're losing out on 1 MP5. You get way more mana for base stats early, considering that hunters don't really have that much mana early game. And you can finish, so here's some cool, interesting stats. So Devo Gloves, when you have Devo 1, it's about 1400 gold to finish Devourer's Gauntlet. So for Transcendence 2, it is actually 1400 gold as well to finish Transcendence. So by going this start, you have the same time period of getting Transcendence done compared to getting Devo Gloves done. It's both 1400 gold. So you can get them done at the same exact time, which is great for timings because, like I mentioned before, timings are so important, especially in Conquest meta. You want to make sure that your timings are down. So by hitting the same timing, Transcendence is still a pretty valuable option. Obviously, I do still like the Death's Toll Heartseeker start. Death's Toll Heartseeker gives you quite a massive amount of physical power. You get Heartseeker done beforehand, and you can really power spike out of control. However, if you have mana problems, like for someone like poor fucking Uller here, that is not a viable build, because with Death's Toll Heartseeker start, you will have no mana, no way to regen mana, and you'll find yourself quite in pain if you can't outclear the enemy AD carry. So, yeah, those are the there's a couple different starts you can do. I've also experimented a little bit with like Golden Bow start, but I don't really. I mean, it's 22 physical power and 7% crit, but still, if you have mana problems, I don't think it's really worth it. And as far as Bloodforge starts, I mean, I've tried it. It's just I don't see the point to it. I mean, it's good, but a stacking item would be way better. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed kind of my explanation on the starting builds of hunters. Apparently there's gonna be patch notes soon on how like everything's gonna change. So hopefully hunter starts, maybe they stay the same, or maybe they buff back Bluestone. So we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and make sure you guys subscribe, and I will come out with a new video ASAP. Thank you. Peace.